And welcome again now, dear friends, to the Tuesday edition of Fresh Bread. This is Reverend Phil Anderson here, pastor of Oakland United Methodist Church in Kansas, 70 United Methodist Church right here in the good old capital city of Topeka, Kansas, T-Town here. And it is a great pleasure to have you with me. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule to have this little cup of coffee with us that we call Fresh Bread. And we are working our way through the early part of June here. As you know, we were talking yesterday, I'm going to have some time off, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today. Not so much my time off, but just sort of the way the seasons go. And, you know, sometimes we get excited about things and we're moving forward, and all of a sudden, it seems like something comes up where we have to kind of put the brakes on a little bit. And that's kind of what I feel like. I would, in many ways, be glad just to stay here and keep doing what we're doing. And I'll probably just be sharing this week with you some of the things that I am thinking, and I can share with you on this. If we had a little cup of coffee, like I was saying, at the McDonald's or Bradley's Corner Cafe or wherever it would be, we could really visit back and forth, and hopefully we'll start having more of those down the road. We were doing those every month or so there for a few months in the late winter, early spring over at the pad. And, you know, we may start that back up again, or we may move it somewhere else so that we can kind of keep an idea of just keeping a variety of places. And hopefully we'll get a good crew to show up. Sometimes we had, 9, 10, 11, 12 people. Sometimes we had 3 or 4, and that was fine. It really wasn't about the numbers, but, and honestly, to have a very good discussion, as you probably know, you can't really have a really good discussion with more than about 2 or 3 people. So anyhow, we'll be doing that hopefully once things kind of get started again. We could end up doing them at the church and combining it with a discipleship group or maybe a men's group. That's been really interesting. We've seen the United Methodist Women turn into now what's called the United Women in Faith, and I don't necessarily think there's going to be a whole lot of changes with their group. I really don't have a lot of background on what they're doing right now. I need to talk to them so that I have an idea, but it would basically just be for my own benefit so that I can maybe help streamline some of our services that we're doing, and maybe we can coordinate some of the things we're doing with these groups and with the worship and other aspects of our ministry. I feel like it's real easy for churches to kind of lose focus and honestly get off track. And that happens when we forget our mission. And our mission is simply to serve and honor and glorify Jesus Christ. We do that. The rest of it usually falls into place. And you may go, well, that's oversimplifying. It may be. But I don't think it's a complicated process. I think that's our mission. So I don't think we need to complicate our mission. Some people like to complicate something that's simple so they can say they complicated, or, I don't know, make them feel better about things. We don't need to complicate something that's simple. And so it's focusing on the essentials and recognizing that there's new ventures out there for us, new adventures, new vistas for us to aspire to. And, we can get tired and get weary, and that's really not an excuse. I'm sorry. We don't want to burn ourselves out, but I liked what the guy said on this video I was watching last night there at the church regarding leadership. And he said, leadership and burnout isn't really so much a case of doing too much as kind of losing sight of why you're doing what you're doing. And I have to say, man, that really rang true with me. And I could share more with you on a personal level. I'll probably do that in the next few days. So make sure you come back for more Fresh Bread, because I want to talk to you about maintaining our focus and staying true to what our call is. And we have to know what our call is. And sometimes I think we don't know what our call is, and we are doing things out of routine and ritual and tradition and habit without even being able to explain why we're doing what we're doing. And that's going to be a process for some. It's taken me a long time, and I'm not saying I'm 100% there yet, but I think I can tell you a little bit more about why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. So you want to come back for more Fresh Bread on Wednesday on June the 7th. So until then, God bless you. Have a good day. We'll hope to talk to you on more Fresh Bread tomorrow. Take care. God bless you.